Sorry, guys. I had the mic muted for a second because we had a screaming baby. Come on. There you go. All right. There you go. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Ooh. Yes, Comet. I know you're there too. You are a baby as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there should be a body here somewhere. I mean, I see car tracks. I can't, like, investigate them or anything, but... There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Comet!
An old
What are you doing?
with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
What? Oh my gosh. I know. Who baby is bothering me? Hey, Comet? What? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, can I look at this fence? I can.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Okay. What kind of vehicle drove
Hard
through
to
here?
say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Okay, reconstruct the movement.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Okay. Can I, like, not drink the booze?
Kuno's got this.
Okay.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his
Oh,
ugliness,
crud.
like a gremlin.
Babe. Mox. I forgot to shut the door, so I'll just have to keep an eye on it and hope a cat doesn't try to get out until Mox gets up and can close it. Because I currently have a baby on me.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
Okay.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Okay, then.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthhole.
Okay.
Shit himself?
I see you.
Kuno?
What? Comet is really wanting attention right now. I see ya. His eye is like pretty much completely better, actually. I haven't looked at it, but can I see your eye? Yeah, there's like a little bit of a cloud, but that's honestly probably never. That could be the scarring that the vet was talking about.
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno
What?
know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Forces.
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Okay. Lieutenant workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
Okay.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Okay, go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prince apart as it is. The cold must have
Fair
preserved
enough.
them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Come on up. He is just desperate for attention right now. Eh? Yeah, you are. Here, come over here this side.
Six. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this.
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
A fat dude. With... probably like... not small feet, not necessarily big feet though, because a lot of the people were 46.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
A light step.
A woman or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
That dude.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Let's see that too. Oh, 200 kilos. Yeah, that would be massive.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
And why did they have to carry him? Because he was already dead.
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Okay, or unconscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
One soul smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
Do you have any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Somebody we're looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Okay.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Nod
We should
thoughtfully.
keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think they are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
It's a long time for tracks to stay, like, consistent, though.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below
Okay.
freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay, so what happened?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
When I get the door, I didn't latch it closed. I didn't realize until after I had him on my lap. Sorry. Hey.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Okay.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
These common is just like begging for attention right now. They all kind of have been in their own
Everything
way.
fits so well.
Pickles,
Carried
like,
him over, hoisted him
this
up.
morning, I
walked
didn't
him
even
out.
realize he got out. I
This
just
is
went up to
easy.
get the baby, and like, he was halfway up the stairs already.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
Okay, so we've been through all of it. Someone is trying to grow herbs. The ladder is rickety but still climbable. Can I climb it?
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his
Turn it
tongue
around,
like
kid.
a ball gag in his mouth.
Spin. Spin. There you go. Oh, wait. Hi. Yeah? Okay. Hang on, sorry. Yeah, hey, you gotta wait first. You're not gonna get anything that way. Yes, comment. You are not a woodpecker. There you go. Alright. Good? Alright.
You seem to be holding your breath. The
Okay.
cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Okay, there we go. I'm probably gonna fail this, but hey, why not?
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Just throw up. Yes. Yes.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Beautiful.
The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Jeez. Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you.
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Okay. My hand has been hijacked. Where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Well, now I can't use the mouse. So. Max, you should see this. Look. Max. He can't hear me. He's playing a game. Look at this. You're gonna have to come over to look. But I can't use my hand right now. Essentially, baby has grabbed my hand and is like holding it in place. They have like pretty strong grip, stronger than you'd think. And I like. Okay. I have my hand now. There we go. I got my hand. I have reclaimed my hand.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
You still have your salts. I think I can use some.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Okay.
This Postler Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mail delivery boy.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Okay.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
How do I like level? Yeah, I still don't know what any of this is. What is this? Oh, okay. A 95 out of 100. Okay, so I can actually almost level up.
still is, looking.
Okay, wait, hang on. I need to use those salts. How do I use things?
There he still is, looking right
Okay, I just
through
need to have it in my
with his
inventory.
white eyes. The body below is in. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting,
Are you
you
done?
stand in it.
Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna spin you around again. Spin! Yeah? You don't say.
It's
Okay.
a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
I'm glad that I don't have to read all of this out loud, but some of the, like, breaks just seem a little off.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Okay.
It's all you, baby.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Okay, what happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Pull the
The
boot on.
stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Oh boy.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Let go of the boots.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Where's he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
Back off and look at the
The
card.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos. and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Back the
The
belt.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Okay.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Okay. We're assuming dock workers did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay, they wanted him to stay up there. The rope was reinforced.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
They climb up?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
I want to do this if I can. Oh wait, did I have to accept and close or something? No, it just did it, okay. Inspect the
An
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Okay. There's some microelectronics.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio computer your mind can imagine. The somewhat organic lines remind you of old filament memory units, but not quite. No, you're nowhere near right.
Okay.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Polaroid.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Okay.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Okay. Full machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There is only one ampoule left.
What do
Use
we
it
need the
wisely.
photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I have it. I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
If you... Okay. Dude's not too bright, though. Hey, Ideal, how you doing? Because, like, we've freaking lost everything, including our own memory, and he gives it to us, if it's that important.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
How are you doing, Ideal? Mm-hmm. Oh, hi.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Okay, I can't do my inventory right now, though, so... Look him in the eye. Ew.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Okay, continue.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 4250, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench, eyes like a shark.
Point and take a step
As you
back.
narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Ew.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position
Okay.
at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Eyes, too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
My brain would like the pink to be more pronounced, especially in the neck.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dûment noté.
Maybe he was strangled?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Okay, something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud
Ew.
below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
He's beaten up. See the bruises.
They do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Continue. Where the hell did my mouse go? There it is.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Yeah, back off and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Okay, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver
think I
slowly
did.
twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink
Yeah.
and blue.
Well, actually, can I do this first?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man. From the right shoulder to it almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory. But not quite. For
What's the
you to
meaning?
discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Okay, history.
Gone. The man before you.
Okay, so let's get him down
The
then.
steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
Hi. You waking up? He's like, I don't want to be awake. He's going back to sleep.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Mm-hmm. Um... We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Um... Seems like a lot more
We are
hassle.
not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
I don't really want to pull his head off.
How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him down?
And ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It
That's
seemed
what I
like
was
a dangerous
thinking.
route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe I can try talking to the kid again.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Questions
All
for
right,
you.
entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
Do you kids play here often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Did you ever climb the ladder?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
I'd say the ladder's unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Keep that gardener used to work there.
Kit is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
So she used to work there?
Yeah,
So she was
that's
talking
what
about going
Kuno
there
said.
now.
She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
And the one woman in whirling, by whirling
Look.
in rags.
Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Okay?
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
I should ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's
Okay.
always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Oh boy.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Oh boy.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
Okay.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Oh boy.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body. Remember, that's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Why don't we go back to the interview?
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch!
Oh boy.
You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Jeez. These kids.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Whatever, I had some
Okay.
questions.
Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Okay, what do you know about the body?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Okay.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Where's the rest of his
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fucking's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, he threw it away.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
So you threw it in the
Yeah.
sea.
That shit means nothing to
Well
Kuno.
then.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about material
That's not
shit.
helpful.
Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Okay.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at
I'm gonna see
Kuno's
if I
armor.
can get the baby
Go
down.
to the gate.
Give me a
Ask him
second
yourself.
real quick. He's asleep, so. Yeah, maybe asleep. He's been sleeping a lot today. Alright. Hopefully he stays asleep.
Curious, my liege.
Okay.
Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, kid?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, son.
Whew. Do you know how we got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
But you didn't see anything happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where were you then?
I don't know. Some fucking...
Figures. I put the baby down and now he's like wide awake.
Mesco, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Okay, about the dead body.
Kuno didn't smoke him, if that's what you mean.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Have you seen anybody suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Okay.
You're
so about something
testing
else.
Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
there's nothing there.
Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. Now look at this. The letter R wears a crown, the ribbon below, a light above descending.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Okay,
Get the
then.
fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
You okay? Kind of like tossing and turning a little bit. Kind of looking around here. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing. What's this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What's this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Why am I looking at this?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid palettes, easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Okay. Oh. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it there for today. But yeah, it is definitely great to be back. We will play some more of this. I'm not sure when I'll be back again. I have to kind of see how things are going. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.